So you've been doing outreach inside of your AI automation agency for the last 2-3 months, and you've landed a grand total of, drumroll please, 0 clients. Now, what if I was to tell you one of the main reasons why that probably is probably because your lead magnet sucks and your clients just don't see the value that you're actually offering them. I've been in your shoes and it's an incredibly tough place to be. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down 5 insanely valuable AI automation lead magnets that I guarantee will open the floodgates on your outreach campaigns and fill your calendar with new client calls. When I was first getting started, I really overlooked at how important a lead magnet actually was. And in reality, it's actually probably the most important thing just after the actual lead that you're sending your lead magnet to in the first place. Now, all 5 of these lead magnets that I'm about to run you through today are all lead magnets that I have either tried and tested or plan to try and test in the very near future. I'm also going to be giving you a difficulty rating as well as a mini guide on how you can get started with these lead magnets. And also I'm going to tell you what's worked best for me. Now, just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You do have to put your brain behind it, but if you're watching this video, you're smart enough to figure that out. Now, our main goal is to build an insanely valuable lead magnet that captures the attention of that lead that we're reaching out to via our outreach campaigns. We need this lead magnet to slap them in the face and make them think, how the hell is this free? I need to speak to this company. I need to respond to them. So look, let's jump into those 5 lead magnets right now. I think number 4 is going to change the game for you. With number 3, I haven't seen many people talk about this one, so let me know what you think about that one down below in the comments when you get to it. Cool, let's get started. So number 1 is going to be the Trojan Horse. Now, I've spoken about this a lot on this channel, and I know other YouTubers in the AI space have also spoke about this. Now, this is the Trojan Horse, aka the free chatbot that we're going to give away to our clients. Now, with this, the whole idea is we build these leads a chatbot up front, and when we're reaching out to them in our outreach campaigns, we're like, hey, we've built you this lead. We've built you this AI chatbot that does X, Y, and Z. You know, maybe it's a customer service chatbot and we build it for them using voice flow. And we say, hey, look, we've trained it on your information. We've trained it on your website. Test it out by using this link. This is free. You can use it, whatever you like. Now, the main goal of this is obviously to get them on a call where we can then show them and present them this chatbot. And if they like it, we can then upsell a more advanced chatbot, or we can talk about different solutions that we can build. Now, the problem is I've seen a lot of people mess up on this. Now, the way that they're messing up is they think that when they're sending out 200, 300 emails every single day, they think that they need to go and build these chatbots for all of them clients. And that is just a surefire way for you to run out of time and never actually get on with it, because you're going to be constantly worried about how do you actually deliver for these clients. The key thing you need to remember is we're not going to be building any chatbots for anyone unless they respond to our DMs. So instead of us reaching out and saying, hey, look, we've pre-built this bot for you, the way that I like to position it is saying, hey, we've built this bot for you. I'd love to show you it and walk you through it, kind of give you a demo if you book a call using this Calendly link. And what I've seen is you get an insane open rate. A lot of people are interested when you talk about a free chatbot or show them what it could do for their business. And I found that I got on a lot of calls with people using this exact method. So although this is the classic one, this is the one that everyone's been talking about, it works really, really well. And you're going to see a lot of people responding to you and booking calls so you can then show them and demo them that free chatbot that you've promised them. Now, there are a few more pointers that I do recommend you take notice of here. When it comes to giving away a free chatbot, like I said, we're only building it for the people that actually respond to us. But if we do want to show them value up front and we do want to show them what these chatbots can do, perhaps you send them an example of a chatbot on your client's website, or perhaps you pre-build one that's sat on your website that helps people understand what your business does. There's always ways to give them a demo up front before they book their call, where you can then step away, take the people that have responded to you and actually want to know more, and then go and build their chatbots for them, which you can then demo them on that call. Okay, so look, don't do all the work up front. We're trying to get that response from someone, but this is a really, really good way to chink open that door and actually get them to respond to you in the first place. Because hey, look, who doesn't want a free customer service chatbot that is trained on all of their knowledge, trained on all of their data from their website, and can help people out at no cost? I've also found, including the fact that you can store all the data and send it to their CRM and also collect lead information, is always a very nice message to put into that first initial outreach when it comes to this lead magnet as well. A lot of people are interested in that. Now, on a difficulty scale, I would give this one a 2 out of 10. This is really, really simple. A lot of people overcomplicate it, like I said, by thinking they have to build up front. That is is not the case. For the average beginner, this is super simple, super basic. When it does come for you to go and build a chatbot for someone who is interested, let's say Michael books a call in 2 days time for me to then demo him his chatbot, I'm just going to go on VoiceFlow. I'm going to use a template, and I'm going to use the same template for every single person that books a call. And I'm just going to reskin it. I'm going to change the knowledge base. I'm going to change the website URL that we scrape for that knowledge base. And I may change the branding or change some of the colors based on the client that is interested and actually wants this demo. So this is a great one if you're just getting started. The Trojan Horse method, giving them that free chatbot. Once you've infiltrated their business, you can expand into so much more. The idea of that demo call is for us to essentially tell them how basic of a level this chatbot is and really what the opportunities are when it comes to different AI solutions. Cool. Let's jump into number 2. Number 2 is very similar. It's going to be free automations. Now, if you already have a system that works for you, if you're already working within a certain industry or a certain niche and you know something works for them and you've built out these different Zapier automations or Make automations, whatever they are, why not give away the easiest, most leveraged automation that you can think of? Let's say you work predominantly with accountants. Maybe you built them an automation that reaches out to their clients at the end of their business tax year asking for their reports, and it sends via email. Why don't you reach out to accountants and say, hey, look, we work with other accountants. These are the automations that we built, and we built this automation for you. It does X, Y, and Z. This is going to solve this pain point. This is going to solve this problem, and this is going to save you this much time. It's completely free. Same rule applies as the initial Trojan Horse with the free chatbot. Let's jump on a call. Let me demo it for you, and let me show you the possibilities of what our agency can do for your accountancy firm. The key is we're picking really low hanging fruit stuff here that we can replicate and productize really easily, you know, whether that is just a basic chatbot or now a basic automation, and we're giving it away for free. We're giving it away up front. And if you're sat there thinking, well, that's crazy, I don't want to give anything away for free, this is by far the easiest way to gain someone's trust and actually show them that you're more than capable of being able to do something up front. Again, this isn't something that you have to do for every single person you reach out to. Wait till they respond, wait till they show some interest and send you an email back, and then you can work with them and build that automation out and hand it over to them. So on this one, I'm going to give it a difficulty rating of maybe 3 out of 5 because automations are a little bit trickier to set up other than just chatbots, and there may be some form of integration that you need to work with for that potential client that does come back and that is interested, and it may be more of a walkthrough plus setup call that you're going to have with them rather than just a demo call. Okay, so bear that in mind. Okay, number 3 is going to be Loom videos. Now, you would have heard of these ripping through the social media marketing agency space. Loads of people used to film themselves on Loom, going through their potential clients' websites, basically being like, hey, look, I can see you're running Facebook ads and they're not very good. This is what your competitors doing. This is why you should be doing this. We can be doing this. This is what we've got for our clients. This is what we've done before. And look, the reason why they do it is because they work. Now, I was listening to a video with Alex Hormozy not so long ago, and he spoke about how powerful these Loom videos are in your outreach because they're super personalized, right? But the only problem with them is they do take a long time to get done, especially if you're doing it at mass scale. So this is the way I like to flip it. I want to keep that volume, but I also want to keep that personalization. So you have 2 options here. You can film yourself going through a potential client's website and saying, hey, look, I see you're using this chatbot. It's terrible. We have this option here. This is an example of our client that's in the same industry as you. This is what we've done for them. Maybe walk them through Zapier, maybe walk them through Make, maybe show them the chatbot you've built them so they then get a good idea of what it is you're trying to actually offer them and what you actually want to provide for them. Again, you can tie this into having some form of free chatbot or free automation that you're giving away off of the back of this Loom as well. But we don't want to waste time by creating 50 of these every single day to just send out to never get a response. So what we want to do is we want to reach out and we want to say, hey, look, I've put together a personalized video that's breaking down some opportunities that I found on your website or with your business. Are you happy if I send this through to you and just give you a link so you can watch it? There's no catch, there's no obligations. This is just feedback from me to you. Do you want to see it or not? And what that does is, again, it allows us to give volume. We can personalize our outreach using first name of businesses and that kind of thing. But when they then come back and say, hey, look, I'd love a free video. Yeah, like feel free to show me what you put together. That is then when we put together this Loom and then we send it out. Now, with all of these methods and lead magnets that I'm talking about in today's video, there of course is an opportunity for you to get really personalized, really target the specific people that you actually want to reach. And you can do all of this work up front. So you're not hunting for a response to then go and build the lead magnet. You're actually just putting together the lead magnets and reaching out one by one to these potential businesses that you want to work with. Now, the only reason I'm saying we're not doing that is because I speak a lot about outreach, automation, using instantly, doing mass volume and all of this stuff at scale. So this is why I don't do that. But if you did want to do the volume, then I would stick to that method that I just told you about, where you kind of just hunt for that response. And then once they respond, that is when you go ahead and you build out whatever automation, chatbot, or Loom video it is that you've promised them. So in terms of difficulty for sending out Loom videos, I'm actually going to put this one at 4 out of 5 because this is more of a system that you need to work, and it's going to take some time for you to really get your flow and start to feel comfortable on camera. Like me right now talking to this camera, I wasn't comfortable doing this 3 years ago. I've been doing this for 3 years. It's taken me a long time, but the ripple effect that this has in my business, when I'm speaking to clients, when I'm speaking to prospects in person and going to real life meetings, it's a game changer. So it's a really good opportunity for you to wet your feet in the content space and actually start to feel comfortable introducing yourself via video. It may take you 50 attempts to get a Loom video filmed because you'll think that it's really important to get everything perfect, but just make it human. Rip through these. It really isn't the end of the world if you do a dodgy Loom video. As long as you get started and just try it, you will get better and better over time. So difficult rating 4 out of 10. This is definitely for those that are willing to put themselves out there more, but if you do, it will pay off. So number 4 is going to be the free audit. Now, we've spoken about this a ton on this channel, and I'm sure some of you have been auditing or evaluating some of your potential clients already. Now, this is pretty much the Loom audit video, but in text format. So this is a very similar format. This is something, instead of you sending out a video once they respond and say they're interested, maybe you put together a really, really basic or niche specific, industry specific guide or Word doc that you can then send out to this potential client. And then the CTA is, look, if you want to go deeper, if you want to talk more about what you could be doing and what's been working for our other clients, then book a call, schedule a call, we'll go through it together, and we'll just walk you through, and maybe we can help you set up with a free automation or a free chatbot off at the back of that. So you can actually start to tie these lead magnets together. And to be honest, the best way of testing all of these is just trying them all, going out, seeing what works for you, seeing what works for your systems. Do you have a big team that can build out these chatbots? Do you have a big team that has already got automations under their belt that you can just replicate and send out to different industries? Maybe you don't even know what niche or industry you're in yet. So again, you just need to take things at your rate, take what I'm saying and actually action it, but test it for yourself. It may work for me, it may not work for you. It may work for old John Bob down the road, but it might not work for old Michael and Terry over there. Okay, like you get my point. Anyway, so look, that is the free audit. Again, this is going to take a little bit more experience to really understand what you could be doing for businesses. But if you're inside of the network, then you can just come and ask us, or you can come and ask some other community members, because I guarantee you there's people inside of that community that are working with the clients that you want to be working with, right? So they can give you some feedback and they can give you some advice of what's been working for their client. Now, in terms of difficulty, I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5. I think it's pretty simple to put a Word doc together. It's really not going to be that challenging, and pretty much anyone can do it if you actually take the time and you understand the niche that you're trying to talk to. Okay, so number 5, this one is going to be for those that will work with clients that all have a particular pain point. Now, I potentially think this is going to be one of the best lead magnets for your AI automation agency over the next few months, but at the moment we're waiting for OpenAI to fix a few things. What I recommend you do is put together a bunch of GPTs that are specific to the avatar that you're trying to help. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, for us, we build landing pages for our B2B clients, and we set them up with sales copy that we've trained, but we're working with like 10 different clients a month doing this. So what we've done is we've actually set up a bunch of GPTs that are all trained on the information that we have given it. We've given it like a blueprint to follow and a structure to follow. Now, all our team needs to do is go and drop a link and a brief from our client into this GPT, and it will write all of the content for the website. Now, that's just one small example of what these GPTs can do, but they're essentially chat GPT versions that are customizable and private for whatever you want them to do. Okay, so in our case, we do that. But what you could do with your clients, if you are working with a law firm, for example, you could put GPTs together that maybe one of them is specific for breaking down an email that they've received from a client and making a bullet point list of the potential opportunities that they have to help them. Or maybe you're working with a graphic design studio and you want to build a mood board generator where you can use a GPT that uses DALL-E to then create images based on certain prompts, and you can train that GPT on a knowledge base, or you can train it on a list of instructions that you want to give it. Now, again, this is something that we have to do once, we have it set up, but then it's super valuable to all of these businesses that we're reaching out to. They have no clue about GPTs. If you're sat there thinking, Liam, why would they care when they can go and build a GPT themselves? I guarantee you, they don't even know what GPTs are, and they're probably not even paying for the paid plan of ChatGPT, let alone making GPTs themselves, okay? So for me, packaging up GPTs and giving them away for free as like a bundle, an introduction to AI bundle for these different clients is also going to be a game changer. This is kind of the free automation / free chatbot lead magnet that we've spoken about in this video, but on steroids. You know, the way they work, you just send them a link to use them. So you could have it branded as your agency, but if you specifically work with e-com stores or whatever it is, maybe you just have this like array of links for different GPTs within this industry that you work in. So again, very easy. In terms of difficulty, I'm going to say this is also 3 out of 5 because yes, you will have to learn how to build a GPT, but it is so easy a child could do it. So look, there you go. It's all about providing value up front. How can we get people to respond to the emails that we're sending? How can we pique their interest? How can we stand out from the crowd? How can we be unique? And how can we elevate ourselves to be this leveraged agency that is more than just a chatbot builder or more than just an automation builder? We have to know our stuff and we have to be confident about the stuff that we're talking about. So go out there, do your research, start putting into practice what you're listening to today. Remember, it's all about the execution, it's all about testing, and it's about seeing what works for you. Once you've tested, once you see what works, you can then start to make changes based on that data that you've collected. But if you're sitting here going, oh, I bet number 4 doesn't work, and you've never tested it, then you're an idiot. You probably should go and test it before you say it doesn't work, okay? The same rule applies for outreach in general. We're reaching out at volume only because we've tested things and we know what works. Now, if you're just starting out in outreach, if you're like, I'm going to send 1,000 emails per day, I have no clue if my offer is any good, I have no clue if anyone's going to respond to my lead magnets, you're going to burn through leads potentially when you haven't even tested different things yet. So I do recommend you start off a little bit slower, you test the waters, you see, hey, look, I'm going to send 1,000 emails with this lead magnet, I'm going to send 1,000 emails with this lead magnet, I'm going to send 1,000 with this lead magnet and this script, and then go from there. But guys, if you did find value in this video, smash a like on the video, let me know in the comments below, and I would love to see you in the next one. I just want to say I massively appreciate all of you guys for supporting this channel over these last 6 months. Now, there are free guides and resources down below that you can download for completely free, so make sure you do that. They are getting updated on a regular basis, and I would love to see some of you using those free guides and those free resources to make something work inside of your agency and start landing clients. Guys, that's it for me today. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.